we need to talk about those trade rumors. And look, there's a lot of guys we've talked about that they're looking to potentially get out. Obviously, Hendrickson has been going back and forth with his stuff over in Cincinnati. Yeah. Recently, Mr. Max Crosby, talking about he ain't gonna play another snap as long as Geno's in there. So somebody's got to go. But J Red, talk to us, man. What are some of these rumors, man, and how true are they?
Thing is speculatory at the moment, but a lot of names is heating up. The word around the NFL is there's some teams that are dumpster fires, and there's some teams that are risers. You know what I mean? And we kind of already know who those are. I think you already touched on it. I mean, when you have inner turmoil and speaking to the press and everything like that, that normally one speaks a couple of things. Obviously, there's some friction and within the team, and whoever said it, you got to think about who has whatever to gain from what's being said. So if he's saying, hey man, I'm not going to play another snap if Geno's there, he's obviously trying to force his way out of there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And obviously that is not a nice thing to say, about anybody, you know what I mean, in any way, fashion, you know what I'm saying? But, the top dogs, though, Trey Hendrickson's, Max Crosby obviously is being linked to his inquiries with the Cowboys, which happens to be my favorite team. You know what I'm saying? So that would be sweet if that could happen. You know what I mean?
Don't do it.
I've heard.
We would have to give up an arm and a leg for that one, though.
Maybe
we would have to give up those 2 firsts that we got.
No way.
For Max, I'm going to give up a pretty penny.
I'm thinking a first round, Sam Williams, Mozzie Smith, and a bag of cinnamon red hots, and I think we can get Max Crosby.
We got to give up at least both of our firsts that we picked.
I mean that's cool. I mean, you can deal with
that.
With
I'm cool with it. In my opinion, if we did that trade, there's no more question about the Micah Parsons thing. We don't even have to even bring Micah Parsons back up.
Well, here's the deal: is there's a couple of challenges with that. There's fitting his salary in there. Then you got to think about
not as much as Micah. We ain't got to pay no.
That is very true. That's very true.
Crosby should want a pretty penny. You're gonna need more than just a trade deal to get him in. He's gonna want that extra money as he gets in house.
The thing is, his contract has already been given. It's already set. So maybe you can sweeten the deal with maybe some prorated information. But it's you're definitely not getting him. The conversation starts with at least a first round pick.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Nothing less than that. Nothing less than that. Now, if you can get him for a first round pick and throw in some players to help sweeten the deal. Now, here's the thing from a Cowboys standpoint, since it's Cowboys Day. If the Cowboys if they don't agree with picking, we can franchise him.
Yeah,
run it back for next year. Run it back for next year, and then we have Crosby right there, and we can go for that goal. That's what the good teams do.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I one draft pick, one first round draft pick, I'm cool with. 2 for Crosby, that's a little bit rich for my taste, because if we can just get like somebody like Jermaine Johnson from the Jets, who also said, said something nasty about not wanting to be with his team. You don't have to really give up a first round or a second round.
I take him. I would take him.
We can have a crew of rushmen that can add to the players, and then go that route and wait for the cavalry to come back. But the bottom line is there's a lot of fringe teams right now that are scouring the waiver wire to see what they can add to their teams to make a run. Here's a good thing for you two that I want to ask you guys. The Ravens. Are they sellers or are they buyers at this point?
I mean, look, they with Madubuike out, Vinoy's been out most of the year. They're gonna need some help. I don't know that you go out and get if you can get a Hendrickson, maybe, but I don't know what their cap situation looks like. I honestly think with their schedule, once they come back, if they get healthy, especially with at quarterback and on that offense, you might want to make a couple moves. I'm one people, and I might be alone in this, but I'm one of the people that thinks, they string a couple wins together and we're turning things around there in Baltimore. So I don't think they're sellers. I don't think they blow the thing up. I think they try to, put something together.
Hey, wait a minute now. Wait. Look, we got a fan in the audience.
Yeah, he just said it.
And he said, "We broke. We have no money." He also said, "They in the selling, rebuilding phase." And I mean, hey, look at it. They're not statistically out of it, right? They're 1-5. Steelers are 4-2. I mean, if some freak accidents happen and things just change, and you get Lamar back, I mean, maybe. I mean, why sell when you still have the chance to get him back? But even if, I mean, we've seen what it looked like when, it's shaky with the Ravens, man. I'm a little worried, but I would take a piece off of the Ravens defense. I would definitely take a piece for the
if they're truly rebuilding, then maybe they're looking to sell and push it out. I don't personally think they are. I know Nate is closer to the team than I am.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. I think they're a couple wins away. I think if they can get this win against the Bears coming up, I don't think that the AFC North is particularly strong this year. Like I don't trust the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers. Certainly don't trust the Bengals and the Browns. So if you can get a couple wins, maybe you can work it out. But I mean, I don't know. What you think, J-Red?
Right now, I kind of agree with you guys. They're kind of stuck. And so they're gonna have to wait until they get their guys back. And they're gonna have to ride, Lamar, really, really to the end of the season. The good thing is nobody's really running away with the AFC North right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Steelers just caught dubs. The Browns are probably going to be shooting off some players, selling off some players. But one more, question about an NFC team that is possibly in the trade market. The Eagles, NFC rival. They've been showing chinks in the armor. Howie loves to wheel and deal. What's the likelihood you think they make a move to add to their team?
Well, I would actually turn that around. What is the likelihood of them making the move subtracted? I mean, I know AJ Brown scored a touchdown last week, but there have been a lot of trade rumors surrounding him. I mean, would they potentially make that move? I mean, what was it? 2 years ago, they go 10-0. They lose like 6 straight, and he sits himself halfway through. And then obviously there was some murmurs, either last year, and somewhat this year. Is there an issue there? Did they get him out? Is he disgruntled?
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true. I mean, I don't know. I do not know. That
Jim Jones said Philly just signed a linebacker.
There you go.
They did.
So they're gonna be.
Until they do it. They haven't shown signs.
That's true.
They go up and down and round and round. Until they actually pull the trigger, I just can't see them doing it. Especially because no disrespect to Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl champion. Got to be the man to beat the man, definitely. But I think the secret's out, man. I don't think he's quite the thrower of the football where he can put the team on his back consistently without somebody like an AJ Brown and Devontae. I think he needs all of those weapons, unlike your boy Dak, who's been through, I know you'll get, it's going to sound like a broken record, but my man has done it with less. He's done it with less this season.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen, both of them need the same thing, and that is a strong run game. Saquon ain't doing it for him in Philly like he was a year ago. And with Dak has proven if he has Ezekiel Elliott, he has Javonte, if he has a strong run game, that passing game is elite. Not saying the passing game is not elite without it, but if he has to depend on the pass, then it's a little bit different in the success. But he has to have that run game. And I think you're right about Jalen Hurts. If he's just dropping back and passing, I think teams have kind of got him figured out. But if he is able to have that run game and utilize his legs as well, they got a shot. That's how they're dominant.
Yeah, that is very true. Look, what is Zeke doing these days, man? I don't know, Anthony. Zeke is trash.
I think we might still be paying Zeke.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got Javonte, man.
Look, real quick. We talk about trade rumors, and going back to the AFC real quick. who you think gets traded first? We talked about what was going on with the Raiders. Is it Geno or is it Shedeur?
Ooh.
I'd actually trade. That's a good trade right there for me. I know that's very outlandish. I mean, Tom Brady would have to definitely get Geno out of here for Shedeur.
Neither.
In realism, I think both of them. It's probably Shedeur probably gets traded first. Because who's gonna want Geno after if it gets to the point where they want to trade? Who's gonna trade for him?
Yeah, that's true.
Right. And Geno came with Pete Carroll, so if the coach brought you, or essentially you went with him from Seattle to here, if he's giving up on you, your days might be numbered.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think it should do it.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think he gets traded.
Jim Jones saying Geno.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's not playing.
It's slim for both of them. I don't really. I mean, unless the Browns are just wanting to give him away, which is weird. I don't understand. I really don't. I'm I don't want to believe the conspiracy theories that they try and stick it to Shedeur. But what else can you point to? Because this doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. They just make him ride the bench. It's like they trying to humiliate him, and then they don't give him no shine. They don't give him no tick, and they're not trying to move.
He gets his shine. I can't wait till he gets.
And they're not trying to move him. It's normally if you don't like a dude, you get him off the team.
Right. And see, that's the thing for me. It's listen, at the end of the day, what I love about this game is that if you can play, damn everything else, put him on the field. So we've seen that he can play in college, and everybody's going to say, oh, he was with his dad. Oh, he played major collegiate football and still holds the record for the best, completion percentage, in a football career. So we got to give him his credit for that. But if the dude can play out here, you got to let him play. And this is the thing. I don't know if he's better than Dylan Gabriel, but he deserves for us to at least see. Let's at least put him out here for you to sit here
to see it.
I'm going to be bullish on Shedeur and say that he's better than Dylan Gabriel.
I would see that's the thing. I believe that. I believe that. And see, the thing is, for them to put him down to third, I mean, it's straight disrespectful. So the least you can do is let this man go somewhere else and get a shot or something.
I would even like it if they would have traded Shedeur to Cincinnati instead of Flacco. That would have been awesome to watch. That would have been awesome to watch too.
So
but it is what it is. I mean,
whatever.
We are.
But it's not outlandish to believe that Flacco's a better quarterback than Shedeur is right now, right?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm just saying, if how long are you gonna have Shedeur and there was rumors that Shedeur got offers to go to a Ravens and all that during the draft. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to go someplace where he had a chance. But look at him now. He would have been at least being able to be seen. We got to get him out there to be seen so another team will say, okay, he's worth it to let's invest in him as a starter for the team. If he's not being seen, nobody, like Sean is saying, nobody knows. Nobody knows what he's able to do. I mean, we could have said Cam Ward was going to come out here and kill it. We ain't seen it yet, but, they're going to give him time. He's got that contract. They're going to have him for years. Shedeur just needs an opportunity where teams can see him. So I want any opportunity. I think Cincinnati would have been a good choice for him to go to just so he can be seen. Whoever quarterback is injured right now, I would highly recommend just getting Shedeur. Let's get him out there, man, because, messing around with the Browns, they're not going to give him a chance, man. They was talking about moving up Zappy and putting Shedeur still at third. It's just weird how they treat him.
Mike Stout said, I've said it before, Sanders should sit for a year. I think that will benefit him more. Jim Jones said, heck no, Sanders versus Flacco. Sanders not putting up 300 the way he plays, at least right now. Cam is frustrated as F. I think he's going to end up leaving. Well, you saw Tyler Lockett. He demanded and got his release from the Titans. So, people jumping ship over there. And I mean, look, there's a lot of different teams, a lot of different things out there. We'll take a look at it. Is there any other trade rumors you guys know of?
No, not at this moment. Not.
Yeah, those are the major ones right now.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So those are definitely the major ones. So definitely stay tuned for that. We'll see what happens coming up. See if anybody gets. I think most rookie quarterback. Yeah, Mike Stout saying I think most rookie quarterbacks should sit.
I mean, yeah, but we don't live in that era no more, though. We don't live in that era no more.
And that's the right
to be the thing. But I feel like now in the 2025, the longer you sit, I mean, yeah, we had Jordan Love. He benefited from sitting. The Green Bay values that sitting. But all the other teams, it's like, what can you do for me now? And if he don't get a chance, we won't find out until later. We won't know. All these other quarterbacks get to sink, swim or sink. I think he gets to swim or sink. At least.
And a lot of teams, don't have the luxury to sit the guy. A lot of teams, when they get the rookie quarterback, they need him to be their number one. You look at a lot of these teams last year, us, the Bears, the Patriots, Denver with Bo Nix.
Yeah.
A lot of them needed that guy to come in immediately and play for them. So you don't always have a situation with like Patrick Mahomes where he got to sit, or even Lamar got to sit with Flacco was there originally.
Yeah.
So if you have that luxury, I get it, but
yeah, you take
don't always
it.
have
Absolutely, you take it. But if you if you got Gabriel in front of you, there's no way that people are sitting there. I don't care what nobody says. There's nobody that's sitting there saying that these boys at least can't get the same work done. I just feel like what they've done to Shedeur is make it seem like Gabriel's just light years ahead, and I don't think that. That's just it can't.
The narrative ain't right. Yeah, the narrative ain't right. But look, we got to move on, ladies and gentlemen, because we know you guys are with us. And we appreciate
Dak
it.
Never sat. Dak never sat.
Yeah, he definitely came in because didn't Romo get hurt?
Tony Romo was injured. Dak never sat.
Didn't we hurt him
in his preseason years? Kill it.
Didn't we hurt Dak?
Years, win 9-10 games in a row, and for my boy Tony Romo to get up there and say, "Well, I'm healthy again, but I'm gonna retire." Because you're not coming back. Dak.
Wait. Now hold up, because there was footage we had one time where somebody said that if Romo got healthy, Dak needs to take his place on the bench. So maybe we need to bring that up a little bit later. I don't know who said that, healthy. Partner. I don't know.
Romo got healthy.
Yeah.
And had to get up on that podium and say, "I can't come back," because they're not gonna sit Romo. I mean, they're not going to sit Dak Prescott. He's won us 10, 11 games already. There's no way. Dak was a beast his rookie year.
Look, we're going to end it right there.